and if everyone's comforted now, we could start. So, thank you everybody. Really appreciate that you took the time out. Friday evenings are not easy. Absolute privilege and a pleasure to host you. I'm Siddharth. I head enterprise marketing at Apna. And welcome to Apna Nation Builders, powered by SHRM. This is a series that we've been building for the last 1 year now. Our community has grown to almost 200 plus people and talent leaders across the country. We've built chapters around Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and this is our fourth or fifth chapter in Gurgaon itself. Um, so I think in the best interest of time, I'll keep it very short and crisp. Um, our sessions are to the point. It's an hour and a half long. You have a good mix of icebreakers. You have a session that helps us define playbooks like this that we are presented here. This is an H1 playbook, which will where we've got insights from 140 plus people and talent leaders that helps us best define how we can together um, um, empower, strategize, and hire, retain, engage Generation Z in the most efficient way possible. A big challenge today, but I think since they're going to be the largest working population very soon, they already are. And in fact, interestingly, by 2030, 25% of India's workforce will contribute to the global workforce by then. So I'll just quickly jump right in. Before I kind of take you through the presentation, we have a small little presentation before we jump in. Maybe we could start off with a small 2-minute icebreaker. I know everybody's already relaxed a bit, but something to just begin. So the idea is to understand, and thanks to Krishna here, who's also a Gen Z, it's his mastermind. And he told us, okay, how do we kind of bring the Gen Z flavor to start with? How to get people to open up? And he wants to understand, are you a generation guru? Do you understand Generation Z very well? Do you understand him or not? So we thought, okay, fine, let's have a couple of scenarios that we'll present. And if you could just tell us what generation that scenario belongs to. So one interesting scenario, I think we've all seen this right from the pandemic till date. Somebody's on a call, he's on the video chat. Can you hear me? Am I on mute? Can you hear me? Repeat it multiple times. So is this Generation Z? Is it X? Is it millennial? Who do you think it is? Millennials. Millennials. Okay. Actually, our research says it's Generation X, but maybe there could be the later millennials maybe. I'm the early millennial, so I think this is a little on the other side, but I think probably right. Yeah. Right, absolutely. Interesting one again. Emoji explosion. Mornings just finished the report. Emoji, rocket emoji, smiley emoji. Gen Z, 100%. Gen Z, for sure. Too many processes. Layering the hell out of it. So, yes, you're right. Gen X, definitely. Hybrid is life. I'll come to the office tomorrow, but today's work from Gen Z, non-negotiable. Yes. We also early millennials. I think that's the word we should have added. That's what we're seeing right now. Let's use AI for this or that. Gen Z. So Gen Z it is. I would also differ here. I think it's also millennials personally. Millennials as well. We're also keen and we don't want to lose out to the Gen Zs who are going to eat our jobs tomorrow, or already are maybe. Let's make a WhatsApp group. Millennials. Yes, that is 100% millennials. This is my favorite though. So let's solve this over a call. यार phone उठा के call काम खत्म करो. Gen X. Yeah, 100% Gen X. Although I'm not Gen X, but I would still do this also. So, but it's the fastest way to get work done. Work-life balance is key. Gen Z. Millennials also. millennials also? Millennials? Yeah, I think it's Gen Z. I think there is a intersection there, Gen Z and early millennials also. Right, right. I think they're making us a little bolder, so I think I'm pretty thankful to them. Yeah, absolutely. And finally, I think this is probably everyone's favorite, chai pe charcha. Let's take a break. Let's take a chai break. Millennials, millennials, millennials. We've seen something interesting here. Usually, the water cooler conversations have become quite crowded lately, and we are seeing everybody coming there because the chai booth is very strong at that spot. And of course, there's Sutta outside. Yeah, absolutely. So this is just a little, just an opener, just to kind of bring in the Gen Z flavor into the conversation. Um, I'll just now maybe set some context as to why we really built Nation Builders, what got us to building Nation Builders, and what led Apna here, and of course with the support of the SHRM team and their leadership. Um, so of course, as you all know, the world is aging, right? There are talent shortages everywhere now. I mean, not India, of course. Across the globe, you have Japan, you have South Korea, parts of Europe, Israel, maybe also because of global conflicts, uh, construction, deconstruction, and there's a lot of turmoil happening right now, unfortunately, as well. So there's a massive demand for workforce. There's a lot of demand coming in, and where do these countries look for this growing demand for workforce? Could be skilled, semi-skilled, unskilled, super talented. Um, and at the same time, you have AI disrupting the world. It's changing the way we work, the way we live. I'm not sure the way we eat. I think Zomato would know more there. But how is AI changing the way we live and work? And I think it's more essential today that we adopt this, because this is a no-brainer. Apna also has a very strong belief here. I mean, of course, you have the NVIDIA CEO, you have the Google CEO. Everybody's talking about how if you do not upskill, either AI will take your job or somebody who's well equipped with AI will, with the superpower, will probably overrun. Just concluding that, while there's so much going on in the world, India has massive potential. India could supply this world's workforce. I mean, accounting to about 25% of the world's young workforce would be India by 2030. A billion working age adults by 2030. That is a massive number, and I think it's our job collectively to ensure that, and of course with your support, to ensure that how we could empower this workforce so that they not only build for India, but they also build for the world. But there are a couple of challenges. We stand at the crossroads of an employment paradox. I mean, you have massive unemployment, still, young graduates, which exceeds almost 20% today. With AI, it's even getting harder for entry-level folks, unfortunately. You have huge skill gaps, which keeps over 5 million graduates unemployable. You also have the experience paradox, right? मेरे को तो लोग चाहिए जो थोड़े experience के हैं, but at the same time, they can only do so much. And of course, you have Gen Zs who are really upskilling and kind of moving up the game. So it's really important that we ensure that we don't undermine this massive data set, this massive workforce we have. And this crisis could actually undermine our demographic dividend. And that's why we built a forum like Nation Builders. Sorry, I'll just go here. So before that also, what does it really take to build a great nation? You, of course, economic prowess, strong political acumen. You have the Modis of the world, you have the Ambanis of the country who are kind of building really, really strong narratives around India, and of course contributing in a big way. And you have leaders like you who are employing the country, who are building a strong, skilled workforce. And that's why we actually concluded to building Nation Builders, that we need a forum that would come together with like-minded leaders, build playbooks like this, so that we can effectively hire, we can effectively manage them, we can effectively empower them, and also create more opportunities and a more equitable fashion. Uh, so that's a bit about Nation Builders and how we kind of began this. Um, this is just an overview about our recent gatherings across Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore. That's what Nation Builders is. We also have something called Campus Inc., which is very interesting. That's an association partnership with AICTE, where we do large-scale conferences where we invite academia, we invite industry, we have tons of people coming in from all education backgrounds so that that ecosystem can also build. That's called Campus Inc. So now, I think now